I went to see my son the moment I was released from prison, but I never expected to walk in on the dean, about to expel him, in front of the entire school, because he ranked dead last in his class. My son, however, looked completely indifferent. It wasn't until he looked up and saw me that a hint of panic crossed his face. I didn't scold him. Instead, in front of everyone, I asked the dean, "What rank does my son need to reach to avoid being expelled?" The dean said at least top 10 in the class. The students around us were stunned, but I didn't just agree. I promised it wouldn't be top 10 in the class, but top 10 in the entire grade. The dean and the students froze on the spot. Even my son's mother and stepfather thought I was being ridiculous, but no one expected that everything I said would soon become reality. My 7 years of absence had filled my son with resentment toward me. To make it up to him, I took him out to eat at a restaurant, but soaring prices forced me to expose how broke I really was. Even buying my son a simple bowl of plain noodles drained every last dollar I had. I knew the most urgent thing was to find a job, at least enough to put food on the table. After the meal, I took my son to a job fair. I thought that with my background as a former top engineer, finding a good job would be easy. But reality was far more brutal than I imagined. Not only did I fail to get a job, one of my former students who had once worked under me even mocked me in public. Blow after blow didn't make me give up. One day, on the way to drop my son off at school, I noticed a group of workers gathered together, deep in discussion. When I got closer, I learned they were trying to locate 2 blasting points in an abandoned factory, but without a level, they couldn't find the second horizontal blasting point, and the entire project had come to a standstill. After hearing this, I said to the foreman, "Give me 500 and I can fix it in a few minutes." The workers looked at me with open disdain. The foreman even mocked me on the spot, saying that if I could really do it, he'd only give me 100. I immediately got to work. I asked the foreman for a plastic hose and a marker, filled the hose with water, and tied it around my waist. Then I started climbing. When I reached the same height as another worker, the water in the hose began to seep out. That meant we were standing at 2 perfectly level points. When the foreman saw me solve a major engineering problem using such basic physics, his arrogance from the day before vanished instantly. He sincerely invited me to join the project as a technical advisor and told me I could name my conditions. My son watched from the side as I earned respect through knowledge. And it was at that very moment that he finally understood the true importance of learning.